Hey there. So the more you shoot a slingshot, the more you're going to find there's specific styles of slingshots and shapes and widths that you're going to like more. Here are a few of my slingshots for me to go into detail with different ones or the differences. Well, you got to watch that shit on YouTube. Here we go. All right. Obviously, I have a specific shape that I like. And as we scroll through, I'm sure you can see that shape. But this is just a splattering of my slingshots. No, I don't have like 400 of them, but I got enough that says I have a problem. Anyways, you want to watch me go through these, you got to go to YouTube, bitch. All right, we're back. I got some janky shit rigged up here to show you my slingshots. So, this is the deck apes that I got from RVA, Moan Waller. And he nailed the shape and everything. I really, really like this slingshot. However, it is a true custom. And that, my friends, makes it expensive. And I don't want to fuck up a really nice slingshot. And the wooden version of it he makes for you. So when you buy, you get your custom, then you get a custom wooden one that's fracted. I'm going to trim down here a little bit because it pushes in a little on me. I just need to round it. He got it perfect, but for me, I'm going to trim this up a little bit. His hands are bigger than mine. But that is the deck ape. Let me put this away. Oh, I can't put them both in together. So, let's move that off to the side. All right, the Saker. The Saker is the shape. That and the Descender. These two are my favorite shape of slingshot. I married them to make the deck, or I had him marry them so he can make the deck ape. And this is my favorite shape. That smooth sided just kind of comes up like a, well, if you put a circle around it, it'd be like a goblet. But the goblet style tends to be flared at the bottom and have shoulders. But this is like a cup. This is like a modified goblet where it's got the flare at the end and it doesn't have them up here. These have a flare. Just something I found out about the other day. This one I like, but it's heavy. I like the clip system. It's got this little, flip it and then just push it back. That's it. That's the whole system. I like it. There's no tools required. That is the Night Parrot, if I remember right. I forgot the name of this, something treasure. 440C is the name of it on the Precise website. I took the scales off. I took off the wrap. I got to finish filling this with epoxy just to make it a little more comfortable. It's got a little bit of weight, but not bad. It's got a little more weight than this. Definitely more weight than these two. Oh, this one's pretty close to the same weight. This is a little Saker that I drilled holes and put tabs on it. So I shoot flats on tabs with that. Another smooth shaped with the bell at the bottom. This is the Stinger. I've had a couple of those. Bought them, gave them away. My first slingshots that I bought were the Daisy Wrist Rocket, the Axiom Ocularis, and the Sparrow. The Axiom was too big. It just didn't fit in my hands worth a fuck. The Sparrow still felt too big. So I gave it away. I need to buy another one just because that shape just started me down a road. Now, right before I bought the Sparrow, or was it after? Fuck, I don't remember. I bought one right before the other. I might have bought them at the same time. I bought another one that's really similar to this. This one actually came from GZK. The other one I bought from Fowler. But that shape, this is a classic Chinese style slingshot shape. This was, whoa, hey now, get back on there. This was another one. It's heavier. This is really nice. I need to dropped it and I need to fix that wood piece. But this was only like 25, 30 bucks. But the shape is nice. I could dip it in here a little more for me, but it's just a good shape. But these are my favorite styles of slingshots. Modifications I've seen to slingshot styles that I really just enjoy. This one has it really good. This is the wave style. This is the Medusa from Omega Slings. It's made to be a tube shooter, but you can put bands on it, so it's a dual action. I like this slingshot a lot. It's a 90 mil, but it feels more like 80 because of where you put your fingers. Because of the way I grip, it feels smaller. But it's got these dips on the top, right? And those dips, I'm gonna do it, are made so your tubes ride right in there. I'm like, I like that ideal. I like that concept. And you have that same thing going on right here with the imp, that little dip. This one's not as pronounced as that, but I like that design. So when I started fucking around a little more, because you can't do that with this, obviously. But when I made the potato and I started shooting it, I was like, you know what? I still got to clean this up and make them better. But I'm going to put a groove right down the center so that when I grab it and I pull back, it sets them. Obviously, I've got a little more work to do to get it to where it sets them perfectly, but that works. But that's my favorite design, this smooth-sided with a bell at the end. I like my hooky thing. I don't like the flares. I don't know why I don't like the flares. I just don't. That bell, or the pinky hole, I used to shoot it with my finger through it, but people don't usually make them big enough. I prefer a gapper over a pickle. Don't know why. It's not that big of a difference. This is 20, this is 12.5. Still the same shape. Obviously this is a natty. This is from Dan Stride. Really liked it. This is a piece of cherry I got from Dan. This is the potato. Because that's what it looks like. It looks like a fucking potato. And this is a piece of hickory I got from Dan. It had another branch going off here, and I was hoping I could cut it to where I could save both. I can kind of save the little branch, but I'm not sure how I'm going to design that out. But just a little gapper. You hold it just like that. So this is one of mine. I seem to like the longer handle when I'm making a slingshot. This is a twig. Doesn't have a lanyard on it, but this is the twig. This is the first slingshot I ever made. I recently put it, encased it in resin so that, well, it'd be a little harder. But this is my first slingshot. And when I make a slingshot, I color the tips. This is my thumb tip. This one I didn't because, well, if I give it away, if somebody wants to shoot it, well, it's going to be leftover twigs is what I'm going to start naming them. You're like, why leftover twigs? I'm fucking left-handed, dick shit. So these were made for lefties. That's why they got a red dot. You can shoot this one right-handed, but it feels weird in my hand. But twigs. Anyways, that's just a sampling of my slingshots. And quite obviously, my favorite shape is this slope side, the Sakers. These are HPD. This one's HPDE. I think he sells them for like 15, 20 bucks a pop. Not bad. This one is my second ever Saker. My first one I gave away as a trade. But this shape, I love it. This color. That's why I don't shoot this one, and I don't shoot the Decade very often, because that color, yeah, I just love it. I love the way it looks. It's like, and I dinged it fucking around. I've since figured out my issue. But the Saker. The Saker that U-shaped, the more you shoot, the more you'll find, man, that shape fits for me. Even this has that shape. With that, I'll shut the fuck up. You guys have a good one. Go shoot something. Bye, motherfucker.